Bard is probably one of my all-time favorite champs in TFT, not because he's overpowered or comms are built around him, but because he fundamentally changes one of the game mechanics in your favor, the shop mechanic. With changed game mechanics, a lot of questions arises, like what happens when you reach 100% 5 cost odds, or how does the carousel work when there isn't any more 5 cost units? Those questions and more will be answered in this video, so remember to like and subscribe, and I will personally make sure you get 50% more Doots when playing Bard. Let's get into it. First, let's explore the question, how does Bard work? Bard drops a Doot every time he dances. Bard dances every time he hits an enemy with his ult, and has a 2% chance to drop a Doot per ally alive when winning combat. This includes himself, meaning he also has a chance to drop a Doot. Multiple allies can drop a Doot after each combat, and even spawn units like Jade statues and Nomsy can drop a Doot. But already here a few exceptions occur. Even though all units dance when winning combat, Bard doesn't drop a Doot from this dance. Doots also cannot be received during minion rounds, neither from hitting the ult or from surviving allies. Multiple Bards does drop individual Doots, meaning if you have more than one Bard on the field, the effect will be multiplied. How does Doots work? Each Doot increases shop odds for either 3, 4 or 5 cost units by a flat 1%. It's random which unit cost will be increased, meaning there's a 33% chance of each. Since I've seen some confusion about this means that if you start at level 8, have normal shop odds and pick up a Doot, you will now have one of 3 scenarios. 36% chance of 3 cost champs, 26% chance of 4 cost champs, or 5% chance of 5 cost champs. A Doot also decreases the chance of receiving lesser cost units by the same amount. The Doots will first deplete the 1 cost chance until it reaches 0%, then it will start decreasing the 2 cost chance. When the 2 cost chance hits 0%, it will start decreasing the 3 cost chance instead of increasing it. This means that only 4 and 5 cost chains will be increased at this point. The same thing happens when 3 cost chains hit 0%. 4 cost chains will be decreased and 5 cost chains will be increased as the only one. Now let's get wild with Doots. If you manage to hit 100% 5 cost chains, first up, congrats, you got infinite 5 cost units. But what happens next? The next Doot drop will simply reset the shop odds to the level you are at, and you will essentially be stuck at these odds. You will still be able to get Doots, but your 100% 5 cost chance is gone, and you cannot improve your shop odds anymore. Okay, let's not do that then. What if you decide to stay at 100% 5 cost chance and 3-star every single 5 cost unit? You now have a 100% 5 cost chance, but you cannot receive any 5 cost units in your shop since they are all 3-starred. What happens with your shop? Well, you don't break the game unlike the next scenario, but you will simply only receive 4 cost units in your shop. The next scenario builds upon this. You have every single 5 cost unit 3-starred, and you have an extra one of each on your bench, a total of 10 each. This essentially depletes all 5 cost units out of the champion pool, because there's only 10 copies of each 5 cost unit. What happens with the 5 cost units in the carousel? As you can see from the video, there will appear a hole in the carousel where the 5 cost unit would have been, which I think is pretty funny, even though it's never gonna happen in a real game. You can also see from this clip that a Shyvana appears on the normal carousel. This is because I only have 9 Shyvanas out of 10, but this means that dragon units can actually appear on normal carousels if there isn't any normal units left in the pool. Thanks for watching. Consider subscribing and commenting what you would like to see next.